something here at the Hoosier Garage, but we've got a big story, a big situation, something that's been a constant for a long time, although not really necessarily in my life, but the past few years at least, is going to go away, and we have to go be a part of the end of it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've got my jack, I've got my torch, I've got my blaster. We have a battery cutting wheel. We have battery impact. We have a bunch of cutting wheels. We have a shovel. We have our regular tools. We've got some welding gloves because they're nice and thick. Our spare tire. What else? Breakfast. I need breakfast. I need to get breakfast. And we're going to meet Kyle. Remember Kyle? Mopar Farm. Got the whole kind of a personal junkyard down in Kentucky. We're going to meet with him. We're going to explain what's going on. So
you're watching the Hoosier Garage.
We're on. All right, we're at the junkyard. This is our favorite junkyard. This is one that Kyle told me about. We call it twin seaters. And what's happening? What is that? Is that a J head? That's a wedge head or something.
I don't think it's Mopar.
Oh, it looks like a wedge head from the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the situation is our owner, fortunately, he's still with us, but he has decided to scrap everything due to like possible, what do you call it, penalties and stuff because of environment. So that's what's happening. A lot of cars are gone. A lot of those 8 3/4 and 727s, they're gone, but there's still some down there. We're going to try to get a rear end. We found this little like trailer out here, kind of near his house, and he found a bell housing for a Mopar, like a 73 model. I found a 727 slip yoke on the drive shaft and something for my house. So, or he found it for my house, but he's just kind of digging in here because I mean, it's like, where could the gold be? I mean, just look at this. There could be something under here. There could be a Hemi underneath all this. We don't know. There's so much. And so that's kind of the task at hand. And a lot of it's been disturbed, so a lot of it's been kind of conjured up. So you're going to see some new stuff that's old, okay? So we'll update you if we find anything really cool. Some of you may remember this. It was, we got the front disc brake, the knuckles and everything off of it for our van, just sitting over there. And I even got the wheels off of it. I got the 2 front wheels and we got the 2 back wheels, even though one of the rear wheels was cracked, but we got it. I think he got a fan shroud on it, which is too big for ours, but we kept it. There used to be a 75 Dodge Dually over there. Somebody picked that up. That was a little while back though. Like for instance, we'll go over here to this bus. We've been in here a few times. Actually, the step caved in on me one day when I was in there. You can see it's all out. But there is some cool stuff in here. There was a great big old saw blade. They probably got that. Here's our RC right here. It's right for you. Valvoline. Date. I need a date. 2007, so that's not very old. Chevron. The old cardboard. This little truck. It might be worth something. Tonka. Let me know if you know anything about those. It's in the school bus. Big red. Not a whole lot of car stuff necessarily. Here's a little bedpost. This thing's got a weird lean to it. Found a 64. What was that? A 64 console in there? B-body console. And there is a right here. See that? It's a 68 Barracuda sitting on top of a 66 or 67 Charger. And the Barracuda had the rally gauges and the console and all that good stuff in it. I think Kyle got that, which that's good. I think that's long been recirculated. Mustang 2. Here's an old truck down here that's been hit somehow. There's an old Sport Fury, I believe. I've looked at this one before. It's red on red. Looks like the roof has caved in on, yeah. All right. Kind of. It's more the trim the way it looks. Front end has been torched off of it. Car over there. But we will be making our way down there in a bit to get the rear axle out of that 65 or 66 Dodge. One that we can narrow for an A-body if need be. Just good to have them around. And a lot of the stuff you just get to digging. It's just so, it's like an ungoverned flea market that you just look and you might find something. This is obviously broken. So much fan trail. But I did find a really nice fan trail for our 71 Satellite. It was just stuck in the dirt, pulled it out, and it was in mint condition. 15 bucks. Hey, you know, I told my brother this how I define this place is like an ungoverned flea market.
Yes.
Dig at your own, conclusion.
How's it cool? The emblem on it's cool. It ain't bad back in. It's a little rotted up there by the fingers.
No, that's a hole because it's right over here too.
Hey, this is a good hood. Oh, no, it's got a little starting right there.
You got an orange one back there too.
That's what I was looking at.
Okay, so if any of you followed my previous Junkyard videos, there used to be a light green 73 Satellite here. We got some motor mounts off of it, and some of our friends, our viewers, got some parts. And unfortunately, this is all that's left. It's like part of the A-pillar where it goes into the car with the driver's side. So they probably took their claw and did that. Yeah, and there used to be a Malibu over here. There was a Coronet that somebody did buy that one. Oh, those I've seen those before. I think it's like it's like an aftermarket of some sort. You see a few Kragers out here sometimes. Left the truck, Dodge. And there was an old Chevy V in here. But this is kind of the epicenter of the disaster right now. There's the car crusher. Here's some of the other equipment. And a lot of the parts we got for our van. There was another military van, like similar to ours, but all the windows, it was over here. All that's left of it is a door. And they pretty much just, whew, this wasn't this open before. There was a lot of cars sitting all the way down where we're walking here. But like I said, some of the stuff, it's opened it up to where you can kind of dig through and you will see other things that you would not have seen previously. Yeah, here I'm seeing that door. That van was pretty intact and it was full of all kinds of good parts. Had some Coronet parts in it. In the back taillight area. So that's set here. There's actually an airplane over there. Kind of see how crazy this is. What you got? Coronet? 69?
See, I found a Super B hood in here. This is the pile.
Oh, is this pile? Yeah, so there's probably other.
This was the whole car.
Yeah, they gotta be. All the little bits. Dash truck.
Pretty bent up. Yeah, now we're getting here.
Now that other torque flight. Oh, right there. See that the tire? That's the orange.
Oh, okay.
That's the 727. It's kind of I couldn't pull it out because it was so heavy.
Yeah. See, stuff has been moved around because I would have seen that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Take that up and stick it behind the truck. That's getting hung on the wall.
He said when they're down there, he said they're pretty ruthless. They're just swinging stuff around.
Yeah.
He said he had one of them marked for save, and it was like a wagon. And then the car next to it, they went to grab it and they slashed into the wagon and just tore it all to pieces. Scrappers they're a different breed. And there used to be a Cornet wagon sitting here. That's all that remains. But they left the Matador. And what's that Matador got, Kyle?
Big block E-body radiator in it.
Here we go. There's still some stuff to be had. Still there. Use Chrysler antifreeze. 2998958.
Vintage Sears battery.
There you go. Will run.
Hold this. I'm getting wet to
Hold.
Oh.
So here's another 69 Cornet wagon hood, that fits all the Cornets that year. But it used to sit over here, and there was a Scamp, an orange Scamp we got a lot of parts off of. There was a Dart Sport. They've come in here and specifically targeted those cars and got them out. They're long gone now. Yeah, so they left a wonderful Escort. That's how dedicated they are to the Ford group. Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, what is that blue one over there? Is it Newport?
Yeah, 71 Newport.
There is a Newport over there that's worth looking at.
They've got this one taped off.
I think he said there's some guy in Kentucky was claiming the tape stuff.
Oh, really?
Like that transmission. Items like that.
I'd do a little bit more tape as long as you want me to keep them.
Yeah, I'd be coming up and getting it.
I was going to see if we let you start playing some of the mobile down here. Wonder why they did that.
How did they hang it up in the...
Somebody got a little monkey basket for glassware.
See, if this was a Mopar, we could just cut the rear end out and let it drop. What's going on here, guys? What kind of debauchery is this? That bus has like family portraits in it, like ones you hang on the wall. Yeah, like from 40 years ago. All kinds of glassware. This old checker station wagon with 3 doors on this. I've looked at this before, but I never noticed that. And it's got newspapers. I think my nephew got one of these. And it's got there's Minnie Pearl. This old Courier Journal out of Louisville. It's like late 70s, basically. We saw the ad for Star Wars. maybe even be another one like that here. All your listings for the show. There's Richard Pryor, Earth, Wind and Fire, Triple X movies, you know. Let's see. Impala, I guess. Interesting. Oldsmobile. It's the old LRS 102. It's a rock station that was at in Louisville. Torino. Somebody got the vents off of it. Those little insignias, whatever you want to call it. Anything interesting in here? Ford radio, RC again. Pepsi Cola. Can you imagine cleaning all of this up, like detail wise, getting all the little bits and stuff out of the ground? Trying to figure out, that duster was always kind of difficult to find. The tan one used to sit here. We did a video where we got some parts off of it for Mofo Driver, and I got a lot of the disc brake parts, which whoever pulled them off did not, they didn't do a very efficient job of getting it, so a lot of them was laying on the ground. And we got the trim that came off of here. When the tree hit it, it popped it off. It didn't bend it. But there's really not much left of this one. Maybe the interior panels here in the back. I don't know if they're cracked or not. Might be worth looking at. They're always a pain to get out. Yeah, that one's broke. That's probably when they picked it up. Go to the other side. Yeah, this car was jacked. I think we even got taillights. So this car, that's not really sad with this one, because yeah, we'll have to see. It's all there. If you can get it out in one piece, somebody needs that. I know it. It's so brittle. Even this piece, usually they need the driver's side, but well, it's broke here, so never mind.
Yeah.
And you got this situation right here. We get a lot of sinkholes here in this county, in this region. These probably used to set level, and then they caved in. But, you know. Coronet wagon, they got another one that's kind of back by itself. And you got these cars down here. Buick.